Most insurance agents were brought up to believe attention's bad, don't get too much attention, fly under the radar, play it safe, be conservative, and that won't work today. You see a lot of disruption, you know better than I know, a lot of disruption in insurance.
It's ripe for the pickings. I mean, Amazon's looking at it, you know, a lot of different online companies are looking at this industry as something that they can get into. But the problem is insurance is mostly sold, it's not bought.
Yeah.
So people aren't waking up in the morning saying, oh, I need to buy some life insurance, and
Right.
they're going online and buying it.
I
mean, they do that.
I'm not even thinking about it, right? I mean, the big problem is a lot of insurance agents say, oh, I'm not a sales guy. I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. Like, you're so far from a sale, it'd be like saying you're going to hit a single and you're not even in the park. So a lot of people call me and say, oh, I saw your book Sell or Be Sold in the airport, or I heard you could help me with sales, or he's like, but I'm not really a sales guy. I'm like, I don't even know you. And he's like, what are you talking about? Your first problem for every insurance agent is even getting on my radar. Right? I'm thinking about Bloomingdale's and going to a movie this weekend. I'm not thinking about buying your insurance. And by the way, the government's not your problem. It is attention that is your problem. It is not that you're overly regulated. It's that you don't have my attention. I'm not thinking about car insurance. I'm not thinking about home insurance. I'm not thinking about life insurance. I'm not thinking about annuity insurance. I'm not thinking about any kind of insurance until I have a problem. And then, by the way, nobody wants to do business with me. Right?
Because you're not out there, you're not in front of them, you're not communicating.
Exactly.
You haven't positioned yourself as the market expert.
Right. And so today with LinkedIn, Facebook, Google+, everybody ignores Google+, but it shouldn't be, Twitter, Snapchat, these mechanisms are distribution networks for me to get the word out. What is insurance? Who buys insurance? Why is insurance a good thing? Why is it a bad thing, by the way? People should write that article. It takes me 3 minutes to write an article and throw it up on LinkedIn. So I'm trying to get attention when I do that, right? I'm trying to get a little bit of attention, which most insurance agents were brought up to believe attention's bad. Don't get too much attention, fly under the radar, play it safe, be conservative, and that won't work today.
No, you've got to think bigger. As you say, success is your duty. It's your obligation.
How do you get attention today, right? And I'm like, look, I have to get people to know me, even if it's in a way that they're like, I don't like you said that. At least they're thinking about me now.
At least they watched it, right?
Yeah, at least
You're getting the conversation going behind the closed doors, behind
exactly.
the scenes.
And the old saying used to be, hey, and most of the insurance agents will know this, you can't make a second first impression. But the truth is this, people don't make decisions on first impressions anymore, right? A first impression is the way to get attention. Nobody liked Kim Kardashian the first time they saw her. It's $1 billion brand today, right? Some people don't like Kanye right now. Some people aren't going to like you because your hair's too long. You know, hey, Paul should cut his hair. Some people aren't going to like me because of my beard. I need the first impression to make whatever impression it makes. So, and then come back for a second, a third, a fourth, or fifth. Most of the people that follow me today and buy our books, even hire us to come into their companies, tell me the first time I saw you on YouTube, I did not like I didn't like your deal.
I loved you the first time I saw you.
Oh, yeah?
You were cut from the same cloth.
Yeah,
I mean, I love selling and sales and marketing.
But I think a lot of people out there do not like it. They don't like the idea, I got to over promote, I got to over pitch. And so I talk a lot about this in the 10X rule. I'm like, the idea that you don't like those things is not actually who the individual was. The individual as a kid was a 10Xer. Loud, noisy, touching everything. My kids walked in here today. How'd you get here? They want to take over the board. They want to do a show today. That's what we really are. And then something happens in society or in an industry. Again, very typical in the insurance business to conform.
It's assimilation almost.
Totally.
It's like
bring it down. And this is a business that is ripe for disruption. It is perfectly set up. The margins are big enough. The volumes are massive, which means there's a lot of money to be made. These are industries that people look around and say, dude, could we tweak this one? You know, could we put the Charles Schwab on this all the way?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's competing for the same dollars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the problem.
Yeah.
And if you have to over communicate, you have to be out there. You've got to be in front of
I
your
love
clients.
that, over communicate.
You must.
Yeah.
Today. And what happens is guys, they'll do a LinkedIn post, right? I wrote an article and it didn't work. I didn't get anything from it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about continuing to do it over and over, day after day.
I've written 30,000 articles that nobody read. Okay? I'm telling you, at least 30,000. I've done 5,000 videos on YouTube, most of which have never been seen. When people see them, they don't like them, and then they comment. Most of the comments are negative, not positive. So, hey, welcome to the world of success. If you're going to be successful, you're going to write a bunch of articles, you're going to do a bunch of speeches, nobody's going to hear them. Nobody will know you, and then one day they're going to be like, I always knew you were going to make it, man.
Yep, that's how it is.
You know?
Yep, they knew you were going to be successful.
Yeah, by the way, every insurance agent, one of the things we'll be talking about in Chicago is retargeting, okay? How to use social media today, how to get attention, how do you start, how do you stay with it, how do you build an infrastructure that gives you a return on investment that says, hey, I'm going to go out and get attention in the marketplace. I'm going to show up a second time, a third time. How do you do that while you're doing all the other things to monetize your business, calling on customers the way you would in a traditional business?
Yeah, I mean, retargeting is something that we're really getting big into for our advertisers as well.
This September, put yourself in the driver's seat to 10xing your business at the 2018 InsuranceNewsNet Super Conference and become a master at modern marketing, sales techniques, trust multipliers, and agency building strategies guaranteed to exponentially grow your practice. With the help of keynote and main stage speakers Grant Cardone, Stephen M.R. Covey, Terry Shodine, Patrick Bet-David, Tom Hegna, and Dan Seidman. Visit www.innsuperconference.com and register now if you still can.